Hello everybody, welcome to an episode of The Gun Counter where we take a first look at new guns and new gear. Today we're taking a look at the extended magazine releases from Vuurwapen. These are made for Sig P365s or their HMC9 polymer frame that they plan to release later on in this year. So these are extended magazine releases for your Sig P365 with different textures. They have the pyramid texture and the straight serration texture. If you want to save some money on these extended magazine releases, then stay tuned to the end of the video where I'll be giving you a 15% off promo code. So to me, I favor the pyramid texture the most because I feel like it gets a grip of the meaty portion on my thumb a little bit easier than the straight serrations. But everybody's different and it's going to depend on how big your hands are or how you like to press your magazine release. So you're probably going to ask, why would I want to upgrade my stock magazine release on my P365? That's a very good question. Now I understand not a whole lot of people have this problem, pushing their magazine release on their stock gun. I talked to the Vuurwapen rep to see what makes their mag release different than the stock one. And what they said was, whenever you use the stock magazine, you have to break your grip in order to use it and reach around the front of the grip in order to use the magazine release properly. So what Vuurwapen did to fix this is they actually added more material to their magazine release and put texture on it. So technically there's no length added to their magazine release. It's the same size as the stock magazine release. All they really did was they made it flat to parallel the same plane as the slide. The stock magazine release works, it does. But with its sharp angle and non-existent texture, it might make it hard for you to press the magazine release, especially with a sweaty thumb. And if you can't press the magazine release all the way down, then you're not gonna be able to eject your magazine properly. I know a lot of people are probably gonna say that it's never been a problem to them or that I don't know how to press the magazine release. But Vuurwapen's goal was to actually fix this problem. So today I'm gonna show you how to install the extended magazine release from Vuurwapen. All right, let's get into the tutorial. The tool that I found works best is an X-Acto knife. If you don't have an X-Acto knife, you can use some very fine blade. You only need to get behind the locking piece of the mag release. All right, so the first thing you wanna make sure is that your gun is empty and cleared, and this one is. So you flip your gun over so you can see the opposite side, and you press the magazine release in. And with the X-Acto knife, you want to come in at an angle behind this triangle slit right here. So you come in at an angle. That way you can depress the button that's in there and let go. Just be careful. You do want to make sure that you're holding onto your magazine release because there is spring tension and you can lose your spring or your mag catch if you're not careful. So you want to make sure that you're holding everything down, turn everything over, and grab everything. So now you have your magazine release out. So now the three pieces that you're gonna be left with are the mag catch, the mag release spring, and the mag release button. Let me show you how all these pieces work together real quick. So you have your mag release button and the spring sits inside that groove. And then you have your mag catch and it has a little tab here that extends out from the mag catch, which sits inside this little crevice right here. It's like an angled drop off, and that little fin piece that extends out from the mag catch sits inside that cliff right there. And that's what locks your mag release button inside your frame. So let's say you're gonna be swapping out your mag release button for aftermarket magazine releases to see which one you like. Or maybe you're buying the two different Vuurwapen textures to see which one you like more. The more you take out this little mag catch, the more it's gonna wear out. Because it's just a thin piece of plastic. This little fin is a thin piece of plastic that extends out from the actual part itself, and you're bending it every time you actually swap out your magazine release. So what Vuurwapen plans on doing in the future is selling this mag catch and their own mag release spring. All right, I'm gonna show you how to install the Vuurwapen extended mag release or enhanced mag release, and I'm gonna use the triangle pyramid shaped texture because that's the one that I like the most. So you're gonna take your spring from your stock mag release and you're gonna put the spring in the little groove like so. Make sure you hold it in place as you're installing, and it helps if you put your finger inside the mag well so you can guide the magazine release into its slot. Make sure that it's in. Press the magazine release in, and with the mag catch, you wanna make sure you put it in the correct way. So the little tab is gonna be facing towards you. Press it in until you hear the click, and you're all done. And that is how you install a Vuurwapen mag release. So with the Pyramid extended magazine release installed, it definitely makes a difference and my thumb isn't slipping anymore. I like what Vuurwapen did, and they made the magazine release big enough so that way it's extended, but small enough so it doesn't snag on anything. There's no sharp angle to it, so your thumb isn't gonna be slipping forward whenever you're doing a reload, and that texture really does grab onto the pad of your thumb. I know you're gonna ask about holster fitment, so I have two styles of crossbreed holsters here in front of me. So this is what the stock magazine release looks like. It doesn't stick out. And here's the other one. And it doesn't stick out. So I have the Vuurwapen magazine release installed. So let's go ahead and check to see how it fits in the holster. So as you can see, it doesn't go past the holster. And let's check this other one. This one you would wear around 4 o'clock. Let's see how that one looks. So as you can see, it doesn't extend past the holster either. These extended magazine releases are on the website for $35. If you're interested, I'll leave a link in the description down below. Use promo code HMC915 to save 15% off at checkout on any of these two Vuurwapen extended magazine releases. But don't wait too long because the offer is only available till June 30th, 2021. So messing with the two textures, I would say that the Pyramid texture is the most aggressive of the two. So if you're looking for something that's gonna really grip onto the pad of your thumb, then go with the Pyramid texture. You know, this would be best for probably defensive purposes where you don't want to be missing that magazine release. If you want something that's going to be less of an aggressive texture and something that's going to be more comfortable to use, then I would suggest a straight serration texture. Vuurwapen doesn't mess around when they choose the materials for their products. They use 17-4 stainless steel to make their extended magazine releases. So as far as magazine releases go, you're never going to break this magazine release and it's going to be very durable. So just to summarize, I really like what Vuurwapen is doing with these extended magazine releases. The textures are aggressive enough so that way you can use these in wet conditions, but also comfortable enough and slim enough so that way they don't snag on anything. I think it's an excellent product. It's a really great upgrade for your Sig P365, and they do what they were designed to do very well. Well, that's it for this episode of the Gun Counter. If you like our content, then like and subscribe. Let me know down in the comments which texture you would be most interested in, the Pyramid texture or the straight serration texture. All right, guys, I'll see you later.